We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, a lot of fans are debating on social media whether Doja Cat was throwing shade and did the company MAC tell her to throw shade at Nicki Minaj. So she was in the new MAC cosmetic ad. As we know, she has a MAC deal. And she said in the commercial, "The best thing that my lips have ever done for me was won me a Grammy." So a lot of people are saying, what the F is this Nicki Minaj shade? MAC Cosmetics responded with a heart and another emoji, basically not debunking that it was shade at Nicki Minaj. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing. Yes, Doja Cat has a Grammy, but she don't have a better catalog than Nicki Minaj, and I'm a Doja Cat fan. So I'm not biased. I'm a Doja Cat fan, but her discography is not better than Nicki Minaj. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know in 5 years will we be talking about Doja Cat. The way she going is not looking good, okay? Because V flopped bad. There's never a time. There will never be a time where Nicki Minaj is selling 57,000 first week during the streaming era. There'll never be that time. Okay, and I like Doja Cat, but I'm hoping that she wasn't throwing shade. Because how you go from saying, "I love you, Nicki," sampling Nicki, imitating Nicki, to shading Nicki? How do you go from doing that? So I'm going to give Doja Cat the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they told her to say that, and MAC is the one that's really throwing shade, and they told her to say that, and she is unaware of the shade. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, because a lot of times companies, executives, people behind the scenes will pull strings when it comes to artists and orchestrate beef. So, I'm going to give Doja Cat the benefit of the doubt. But I hope Doja Cat didn't come up with that on her own, because yes, you have a Grammy, but your discography will never live up to Nicki Minaj. You definitely can't outsell Nicki Minaj. I don't even think you have more talent than Nicki Minaj. Yes, you can rap, you can sing, you can dance, you can wear a big red nose and sniff your armpits on live and suck the white COCK in them racist group chats. But you never will rap better than Nicki. You're not lyrical like Nicki Minaj. A lot of your songs are not memorable like Nicki that are rap. No shade. But I love Doja Cat, so that's why I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so I'm going to spare the lashings this time around. But Doja Cat, don't want to see any more shade, only because you was on Nicki Minaj's clit. That's why I don't want to see no more shade. Because you was, "I love you, Nicki. I love Nicki Minaj. I want to work with Nicki." You was doing too much of that. Okay, so you can't throw shade if you was on her DICK. No shade. Now, moving on to Megan. Megan Thee Stallion confirms to Ebony Magazine that a couple of her songs for Act 3 are done and already in her gym playlist. Megan confirms that the songs for her upcoming album are already in rotation and that she's already listening to them. Let me know if you guys will be supporting Megan Thee Stallion's Act 3. Here's the thing. I'm here for Megan the music. I'm not here for Megan in court. I'm not here for Megan, her PR relationship with Klay Thompson. I'm here for Megan when she raps, but only if she rap good. Because like I said before, I'm starting to literally side-eye Megan when it comes to her rap career, only because it seems to me that she's more known as an influencer than for her music, because she hasn't had a hit in years. Okay? The last time you made noise music-wise was when you were dissing Nicki Minaj, Champagne Thickums and touring. So hopefully she brings out the hits for Act 3. If not, she will get demoted from rapper to influencer, and also she can be a wag. But that will be the category that she unfortunately will be in. Now, moving on to Queen B. So Queen B allegedly has a female collaboration coming that may not be on Act 3, okay? May be on another project by another female artist. And the thing is, Beyoncé doesn't ever do, female collaborations like that. Here and there, but it's never all the time, right? She had female collaborations on Cowboy Carter, but not with, anybody super mainstream. Some of them became mainstream after Cowboy Carter, like Shabuzi, but he's not a female. But the point of the matter is, it was only like Post Malone, I think, that was like really mainstream on Cowboy Carter. Everybody else, to my memory, and obviously Dolly is an icon. But this collaboration is like R&B, okay? So I'm definitely excited to see this collaboration. I already know who it is. And the thing is about Beyonce, she's very strategic. So when somebody's hot, she gotta hop on the train. Okay, I'm not saying that she's a wave rider. Okay, because I don't think she rides every wave, but I do think that she peeps and sees who's hot right now, and she might think like, I don't mind working with this person while they're hot, because eventually they're gonna go back to flopping. That's how I feel like she moves. She did that with Megan Thee Stallion, no shade. Megan was really hot, red hot. She did Savage, and then now that Megan's flopping, is like, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm happy that Beyonce is showing love to the female R&B girlies. And it's not Chloe and Holly, okay? She paid them dust, which I think rightfully so. I think it's good to pay, no shade. The reason why I'm not mad at Beyonce paying Chloe and Holly dust is because Holly got pregnant for absolutely no reason, to only have parental and co-parent issues with doodle garbage. And then Chloe wanted to be so much of a sex symbol, she forgot to have talent. She was twirling all over the floor, and she don't have enough. I feel like she don't have enough hits under her belt to be acting like that. She don't like, Rihanna had hits when she was younger. I think Tyler got more hits than Chloe. No shade. So it's not dumb, but a lot of people feel like they deserve a collaboration. I don't feel like they do, only because I feel like they don't put enough of the work when it comes to their music. It's not enough of the hits. It's a lot of drama is about who they're dating. And I feel like that overshadows the music. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on from that, J. Cole is back. J. Cole has announced his new album, The Fall Off, will be released February 6, 2026. Let me know if you guys will be tuning in. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I like J. Cole. I do not look at him the same for not joining in on the beef and letting Champagne Thickums take a major L. He was supposed to come out and, help Champagne Thickums defeat Kendrick Lamar, even though I knew that they both couldn't do it. But he was supposed to help Champagne Thickums, and he didn't. And like that, Kendrick Lamar did say, fuck the big three, it's just Big Me. And J. Cole put out a diss track, then took it off streaming and apologized. Like, that's not what real rappers supposed to do. Do you think Nicki Minaj would ever take a diss track off streaming and apologize? Okay, I can't see Camel Face, Nicki Minaj, ever doing that. I can't see Nas doing that. Well, actually I can, because I remember he said he would never perform Ether anymore. Paid him to say that, but I just don't respect J. Cole anymore as like one of the top dogs like I used to. But he also, now J. Cole did drop a track. It says, or its title, Diss 2, Track 2. It's not a real name to it, but I do like the song. Okay, he's spitting on this record. Okay, he's definitely spitting on this record, so I do have to give J. Cole his 10s. But I did not like some of the lyrics, okay? Or I thought he was trying to challenge Kendrick Lamar in some of the lyrics. He said, the tears rise to the sides of my face, and to the eyes is piercing with hurt. Fast forward 60 years, I got the verse of the year. My purpose is clear, is to mark whoever dare to flirt with death. The best alive, and what you now hear is the work. The inspiration was rare, and it spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. Okay? Now, he also allegedly threw some shots at Camel Face. He said, on cloud 9, now signed to My Hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap thing. Okay? Now, some people feel like this is shade towards Camel Face because he said the so-called king of rap instead of saying the king of rap. Like, only, I guess the general public refers to him as the king of rap, but he may not feel like that. Now, J. Cole and Camel Face allegedly are not on the best of terms. And that is one of the reasons why he decided to take a jab at him. But if I was J. Cole, I don't know if you want to go down that road. Here's my thing with J. Cole. You throw in little jabs at Camel Face and allegedly Kendrick Lamar, or throw in, just general subliminal shade, but you ran from rap beef. You had the time to show us in 2024 that you was the king, but you didn't do that. Okay, you apologized on stage. Okay, you took your diss off streaming platforms. So I'm like, why are you trying to act tough now? But I'm be honest with you, the song is fire. I would give it an 8.9 out of 10. The song is fire. He really spitting on his record. But I just feel as though you may not want to go up against Kung Fu Kenny and Camel Face. Okay? I don't know if you want to go down that road. Because you backed out of the beef before. So, now moving on from that, the top global songwriters of 2025. Okay, via Illuminate. Credits among top 10K songs. Number 1 is Champagne Thickums. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Number 1, maybe number 100, but number 1, he didn't even have a number 1 song in 2025. How he number 1? Okay. Benito Antonio Martinez, Carl Martin Sandberg, the chart says racist, no. Okay, her last album was kind of trash. Absolutely not. Edgar Barrera, Abel, okay, we know The Weeknd. I can understand why he would be top 10. I don't know. I feel like this list also has to go with like Billboard. So if you're going to say you're the top songwriter of 2025, did you have any hits in 2025? He had Timeless, but he didn't really have a lot of hits. But okay, whatever. Jack Antonoff, that's only because of Sabrina Carpenter. That's the only reason why he's on this list. No shade. Marco Fernandez, Brenham Chakraborty, and Lucas Gottwald. Okay? Let me know if you guys agree with this list. I don't fully agree with this list, but I understand that certain people going to be on the list regardless, even if their album is trash. No shade to anybody in particular. Moving on from that, the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta is back, okay? Nene has officially announced that she will be returning to Bravo after suing Bravo a few years ago, but the queen is back, and she will be on the ultimate girls trip in Atlanta, okay? Now, if y'all been on my Patreon, I told y'all she was coming back. And I do see Kenya eventually coming back too. So far, the first castmate other than Nene to be announced is Portia. So Portia and Nene will be back together. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing. I feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta fell off for years. And it definitely fell off, in my opinion, once Nene left. It felt like something was missing, especially when they try to have like Kenya and Candy be the head bitch in charge. And I just feel like they didn't really fully have it. You know what I'm saying? Kenya got a little bit boring, and Candy, like, nobody cares about Candy. But I wouldn't mind if she came back. We can talk about her and Todd's divorce. But I doubt she will since Phaedra's on the show. But the point of the matter is, in my opinion, I think that Real Housewives of Atlanta right now, in general, even though this is just the ultimate girls trip and she only going to be on a few episodes, I feel like right now they need Nene. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about everything. I got some very hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.